𝗬𝗏𝗏, I thought I'd show you some of the books I've been reading lately. I felt like I wanted to get to know Brandon Sanderson's writing because he's considered as one of the best fantasy writers that are still living today. And I started with Shadows for Silence in the Forest of Hell, which I, by the way, mentioned in this video that you can watch later if you want. Shadows for Silence was also part of an anthology by George R.R. Martin, which is pretty cool. I really loved the atmosphere of that book because it was like a ghost story in a haunted forest, and the stakes were pretty high, and I enjoyed that. I read a digital version of Shadows for Silence that I read on my tablet, and it was comfortable sitting in my chair reading that one. It was comfortable and cozy. Next, I actually decided to borrow one of Brandon Sanderson's anthologies that is called Arcanum Unbounded, and in that one I was looking to read Emperor's Soul, that is by Brandon Sanderson also. One of my favorite YouTube channels here on YouTube is Captured in Words, and he mentioned Emperor's Soul as one of the better stories of Brandon's that are standalone and not a series. And I enjoyed that too. It was a bit technical for me in the beginning. There was a lot of talk about how the magic system worked, and it felt a bit too much to me at first, but I got into it and I liked the drama. It was a prison break trope of sorts, and I recommend it. And in that same anthology, the Arcanum Unbounded one, I also read Sixth of the Dusk, which is a short story that Brandon did for a competition, I believe. I'll write it out here on the screen somewhere. In case you're interested. I think I actually enjoyed Sixth of the Dusk the most, because it was like the main character is in an environment that is very dangerous and is very skilled at avoiding dangers. It's like a jungle environment and there are traps and monsters everywhere. And I really liked that. It was very cozy, and creepy cozy is a word I like to use, and I enjoy that. So in case you are interested, Arcanum Unbounded is a recommendation coming from me that I think you'll enjoy. There are other stories in that one as well that I haven't read yet, because I needed to return it to the library before I could finish the others. Some of the stories are also, they have spoiler for some of Brandon's other stories, but it's written within the book, so you can be sure which one these are. And right now I'm actually reading one of Brandon Sanderson's most popular series, Mistborn, and as you can see, it's a physical version. I borrowed this from the library as well. I don't know, I like doing that. You can see the book on the shelves, and you can touch it before you even start reading. You can inspect the pages, and then you can bring it home. And I haven't gotten that far into Mistborn yet, but I like there's a dark, I could almost say it's like a dark fantasy of sorts, because there's an evil lord that has ruled the world over thousands of years, and everything is covered in ash, and yeah. What dark fantasy books or fantasy books are you reading right now, 𝗬𝗏? I'd love to know in the comments. And speaking of the comments, in the comments I leave links to all of these books I mentioned in this video, so you can buy them if you want. And I get the commission if you use any of these links, so I'd really appreciate it. I mentioned Mistborn in this video, right? And in this video it's actually one of the top 10 fantasy books of all time, so you can watch this video next if you want. And take care.